Members of the University of Alabama's chapter of Young Americans for Freedom, McShane and Kaitlyn Matthews, are here with me now in the spin room. It's good to see you both. And I know you're setting it up, hopefully like ordering pizza or something. There's going to be some free food at this watch party, or what do we have going on? Chick-fil-A or pizza? Or
we're not really sure what's going to be there, but we are excited to be here. We're excited.
The debate for people like you, a lot of times they have these debates on college campuses. It seems like here there is a lot of interest. You know, we've been talking to students just around town. We're in downtown Tuscaloosa. Most people we stopped, A, knew there was a debate, and B, were interested in it. Start with you, Kaitlyn. You were just telling me before we came on that you're a Republican, but you haven't decided yet who you're going to vote for. What are you looking for tonight?
Mainly what I'm really looking for is I'm looking for candidates to give stronger stances on their opinions on abortion regulations.
How would you like to see them handle that? That's been a huge issue, as you know. And go ahead.
Yes, I would like to see stricter bans on abortion, because I don't feel like it's really a states' right. I feel like it's a moral issue, and I feel like abortion from any age is straight up murder. So I feel like it's not a cause for compromise. It's a cause for just...
So that issue, that pro-life position that you have is very important, and it's something that you vote on.
Yes.
So a candidate like Nikki Haley, who's trying to be careful on that issue, is not as appealing?
Yeah, I would say whenever a candidate is trying to be more careful, like Nikki Haley, it kind of takes away my support for them, because I support her and some other things that she does, but whenever she makes stances like that, I don't see it as a positive. I see it as a major negative.
It's interesting not to look through everything from a political prism, but issues like that, and maybe the issues, that's one of the biggest ones, are so different for candidates, even for voters in primaries, than they are in general elections. So you're looking at it for that. What about yourself? What are you looking for tonight in the debate? And have you decided yet 100% who you're for?
Well, I haven't decided 100% yet, but what I'm looking for in the debate is stronger stances on key issues such as immigration. I think we need better security on the border wall. I don't want to grow up in a world where we have people coming in, illegals, that really cause issues for our nation. They're undocumented, and we don't know who or what they're doing here. I think Ron DeSantis especially should be really pushing for more border wall security.
When you say he should be, is that because so far you're watching his comments, you haven't seen enough?
Yeah, I haven't seen enough from a lot of the politicians upstage. I think we really need to secure our border. It's a main priority for me. And I think with our front runner that's not going to be here, unfortunately, I think he does a pretty good job in ensuring border security.
And well, how old are you guys? I mean, did you vote in the last election, I guess? Not really care how old you are, but is this the first time you're voting?
Yes.
Because, you know, if you were a senior, maybe you voted the last time around, but this is your first time voting. So you didn't, the reason I bring that up, I was going to say, I wonder if you had supported President Trump the last time around, and or either one of you in this Republican primary open to supporting him this time around. Let me start with you, Kaitlyn, on that and how you feel about the former president, because you're right, he may not be here, but he's still a big issue in the debate tonight. How do you feel about President Trump?
Yes, this will be my first time voting in this election, and in the previous election, if I had voted, I probably would have voted for Trump, but this time I'm not entirely sure if I feel like he's the right choice for the presidency again. I feel like he was great for whenever he won the presidency, but I'm not entirely sure if he's the lead in my book again.
Why?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the stuff that he's getting into now is just, yeah, I feel like right now he's not with him not showing up to debates and stuff like that.
So that matters to you.
Yes, that matters.
Should be here. Okay.
Yes.
What about you, Nick? You would have supported him last time too if you could have voted?
I absolutely would have supported Donald Trump.
And you might this time, or what do you think?
This time it's a little different. I feel like there's more options. We have Vivek's here. We have Ron DeSantis, but I feel like even though this time around he does have a 49-point lead ahead DeSantis, and I think he will be the front runner, and I think I will support him again.
Well, we haven't had that many in-depth conversations about Vivek Ramaswamy, and maybe something about his standing in the polls. I don't know, but I would like to spend a few minutes on him here because you brought him up. Not only that, but when I was talking to young voters around Tuscaloosa earlier, people like your age that are Republican, on a percentage basis, far more talked about Vivek Ramaswamy. It may have just been chance, who knows, not a scientific thing, than the other candidates, that he was appealing for some reason to young Republican voters. Would this time we'll start with you, Nick, agree with that? And if so, what are you seeing from from Vivek. He kind of argues that he's the younger version of Trump. He said that publicly.
Well, I agree absolutely that he is the younger version of Trump. But the issue is he does come across on key issues. He does support nuclear energy. He supports a border wall, and he supports a ceasefire for Israel, which is a main issue for a lot of Americans. A lot of Americans don't want to see war. But I think Vivek has appealed to the populist masses. He's a populist type, and he really plays off Trump a lot when he gets up on stage and argues with other politicians.
What about you on Vivek Ramaswamy specifically? I'm trying to get to the bottom of who you really support, Kaitlyn, but I know you don't seem like a Haley person. That was we got from the first part of the conversation. You're not sure about Trump, so I guess by process of elimination, that leaves us three. Is he one of them?
Yes, he's definitely, I'm also considering him as well, but I feel like he definitely is a lot of similarities to Trump in the last election that he won, because he really is trying to appeal to the younger voters, which I feel like is a valuable thing to do, especially considering a lot of times the Democrats do a good job of, like, you know, causing younger voters to support their cause, and I feel like that is needed more because a lot of Republican voters often don't, like, feel heard, I feel like, especially like on
young
college.
Republican voters.
Yes,
Yeah,
young
well, that's
Republican
an interesting
voters.
point. You're probably right over a period of time, so maybe that's changing, maybe not. We'll see. But the other thing we'll see is how the debate goes tonight, and then I'm looking forward to watching it with you guys. And then after, we'll see if any of the conversations we have had right now makes any kind of sense, right? Nick and Kaitlyn, thank you.